Hello, Andy here from Andy's Golf Blog. Now, I'm here in Dunfermline at my local club. It's middle of the summer and it's raining. It's been raining all day. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity to do something a little bit different for me tonight and bring you an on-course review of these. These are the Callaway Opti Grip golf gloves. Now they're designed for wet weather use, and for any golfer they're an absolute must. You need to have a set of these in your bag. This is the first time I've had them out, so I'm looking forward to bringing you a little review, telling you more about them and telling you where you can get them if you're interested. So anyway, let me tell you a little bit more about them. I purchased them from Amazon, and I'll share a link to the gloves on my blog post and also below this video. I ordered the small gloves, so I normally take a small in my golf gloves, and they were about £17 including next day delivery. They go from a small up to an extra large, and I think the difference in price is maybe £1.50 max. So still under £20 and still pretty much the same price as you'd pay for one glove, although here you're getting two. One of the things I really like about these gloves is the fact that they're made from suede, okay? So not only do they feel really nice, but the grip on them is absolutely perfect. So I've just hit my 3-wood down there having dropped the club onto the grass, and when I picked it up the grip was really damp. Gloves on, loads of grip. Little thing that I've noticed from using the gloves, they've got these very small air vents in them, and what I like here is they've kind of stitched over them, so you wouldn't think they'd let a lot of air in, but I've been amazed at how sort of cool my hand has been. So it doesn't feel clammy, it doesn't feel wet, it's nice and dry still, but I'm still getting that air coming through. One of the things that's worth noting about these, and it's not unique to this set of gloves, it's just a general thing with wet weather gloves, is the fact that they're quite difficult to put on and off. And for me, when it comes to putting, I prefer to putt without a glove in my hand, so it can take a wee bit of time to actually get the gloves off, then when I finish the hole, to put them back on. It's, as I said, not a criticism of these gloves, it's just something to bear in mind if you're using them. Now, the rain has eased off a little bit, so what I've been doing is basically rubbing my hands onto the wet ground just to mimic having some moisture on the gloves. I'm on the 6th hole, and so far they've been absolutely brilliant. The club is well gripped. I don't have to grip too tightly like I would if I had a normal glove on, and yeah, so far so good. Okay, one thing to be aware of is these gloves seem to be quite small made, and I think that's a general thing with these wet weather gloves. It was certainly the case with the tailor-made gloves I had before, and when I was purchasing these I was thinking, should I maybe go for medium, because I remember the last ones were quite small. I took a gamble, and you can see here I've got a little mark on my hand, so basically they are kind of grabbing into the skin a little bit. However, I personally would rather probably have gloves that are a little bit on the small side than too big. Okay, just to summarise then, so we don't need to say too much more. They're a set of golf gloves essentially. I like the fact that they're well priced, £17 to £19, it's not expensive. You're going to get the use out of them. You'll use them a wee bit in the summer, a lot more in the winter. Gone are the days of having to hang gloves in your umbrella to try and dry them, or swapping gloves between each round. It's just not worth it. They're not expensive. I obviously can't say how long they'll last, these sets, because I've not owned these before, but my previous set I got a good 4 or 5 years out of until I actually lost them, but they would have still kept going, to be honest. Playing tonight, they've done really well in the wet conditions. As I said, sometimes when it wasn't actually raining, I still put my hands into the wet grass, held the club afterwards, and there was no issues at all with the grip, so really impressed with that. I would probably be mindful of the size, as I mentioned. If you're order 2 sets, get one slightly bigger. If you need to, you can send them back. If it's on Amazon and you've got Amazon Prime, it's no problem at all, it's all free. But all in all, well priced, comfortable, they do the job. They're a set of wet weather golf gloves, but I would definitely recommend these Callaway Opti Grips. Anyway, I hope you found this little review useful. Please do comment below if you want to engage in a little chat around the gloves or anything else golf related. I love hearing from people and I love chatting about golf. And also, if you can, have a look at my golf blog, where you'll find loads more course reviews, product reviews, PGA Tour, European Tour previews and betting tips, and also general sort of blog posts for myself around my golfing progress and, you know, being a golfing member at a new club, things like that. So that's andysgolfblog.co.uk.